I think I finally figured out what exactly the theme, the reoccurring theme of this channel is, and it's about freedom. And surprisingly, it comes from a few things today. One is a freeze dryer, and I'll get to that if this old 50-year-old brain remembers to. Also, complete an entire type 2 diabetes remission. So I'll get the remission part over. I went on live today, and this is amazing to me. I just need some place to vent, so if you'll allow me to do so. I'm completely perplexed at the fact that I have claimed that I put type 2 diabetes in complete remission, and happy birthday to me, a St. Patty's Day. I took myself out to sushi, and I got a nice, good blood sugar spike that went up and then came back down. And I went the other day to purchase some foods and stuff and ended up running late, and I went and got myself a McDonald's fish fillet sandwich, which is complete shit food for a diabetic. But the things I noticed with the sushi, the fish fillet sandwich, and even the honey experiment I did, my blood sugar has returned to normal. I'm eating shit food, and I did a live video on my channel, Adrian the Diabetic, or Adrian the Remission, Adrian the T2, I don't even know. I'm fumbling over my words here. The T2 Diabetes Remission Guy, I think is the name of my channel. I've changed it so many times. But what perplexed me is that I went on there live for 2 hours, ate a tablespoon and a half of honey, and people still are not completely blown away. Like, oh my God, this guy's eating raw honey. He's a type 2 diabetic. He should be having a blood sugar spike through the ceiling. I just wanted to prove the point that it could be done and that I can help people. And instead, I got told that it's completely insignificant what I've achieved and what I've done, and I'm just like floored. The other thing that I've did that I am floored on is that I completely invented a garden system that saves the fucking world. And you can see for yourself. I know people talk and blah, 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 but you can check it out. It's the BC Gardening, B as in boy, C as in cat, BC Gardening Guy. And I gave away all my work of what I did, how I produced my own food and saved the planet at the same time. And same thing, got no takers. And what I've come to realize is that most people are locked into a cage of belief, even though, you can show them something. You can show them something physical, like type 2 diabetes, and this all relates to freedom. You can show somebody live, you eating honey, and with a continuous glucose monitor, which is this button thing on the back of my arm right here. Also a glucometer. It's the thing that you prick your finger with. So 2 lines of measurement. Also blood labs, weight loss before and afters, all of this stuff. And I come to realize that I have to give up on people because they're so stuck in their belief systems that you cannot put type 2 diabetes in remission or completely, I don't know. I can't say that because I'd get in trouble. Some stuff could red flag me. But pretty much I think you get what I'm saying. I'm eating fish fillet sandwiches. I even ate some pizza. I ate sushi. I had a beer for my birthday with it. I'm eating raw honey on an empty stomach, mind you. And people are stuck. They're stuck in the belief system that they'll never get out of the hole they're in. And this brings me to what an unconventionalist is. Everything that I've done is unconventional. In the gardening system, we are told not to step or compress soil. Plants won't grow. I did the complete opposite. In fact, I made a giant 1 by 1 foot soil cube maker where I compressed the shit out of the soil, like basically making a brick out of it. And I'm growing tomatoes. I pretty much grow almost anything, everything out of it. Completely unconventional, against the grain. That's what I've done with type 2 diabetes too. Now I realize with my life, getting back to the freeze dryer, I've revolutionized the way one could live free. And the first thing we need to realize, though, is that we have to let go of the people around us. They're all stuck, and they would want nothing more than to keep you stuck with them, because it's a convenience thing, I guess. I don't really understand it. But the moment I'm by myself, let's just say, and I'm able to free think, is when all my best work happens. The farther along that I avoid asinine conversations and trying to convert people, or to, how can I say, show them that there's a better way, and just start doing it, the better off I am. So that's my vent. Let's get in the meat of things. So in all of this walks of life and everything that I've been working on, I've noticed I have to do everything myself. I have no takers. Nobody believes me. Even when I show them physical proof, they still don't believe me and still don't want a part of it. Well, I don't want to eat the shit food that we have out there with all the chemicals and stuff in it. I don't want to pay high taxes. I don't want to work a 9-to-5 job until the day I'm too sick and old to even enjoy life. As of now, as of March 17th is my birthday. Fuck, I think that's coming up this weekend, or this week sometime. But I don't want to live that type of life, and I want to live a life of freedom and beauty. And that's what I realized my calling is completely unconventional and goes against the grain of everything that I see around me. And I'm able to, in my gardening system, for instance, one person, me by myself, for 20 minutes, it was every Friday when I had my farm, I would be able to manage, I think it was like 480 plants at first, different varieties of plants. And then it went up to probably around 800. And that's weeding and everything. I had everything completely automated. And this is the system that, to me, every once in a while, people talk about stuff, right? Like, oh, I have this idea or something. Have they acted on it? No. I invested over $25,000 regretfully. Well, not regretfully. I learned a lot. Mistakes and things like that. But I've perfected this system to where I'm not talking about it. I mean, I talk about it right now, but there's literally the YouTube channel. You can check out all my videos up there. And what I've essentially engineered is a way of freedom of life. So what I look at is we have, and I'm getting to this freeze dryer, but what we have is we have food, shelter, heat, cooling, clothing, water, energy. All of these things need to be met so that we can live a free life. So as far as food production goes, vegetables and some fruits, I have that locked down. I love living in the big city next to a big train track. But anyways, yeah, I'm able to produce a lot of food. And here's the thing that got me with on the subject matter of food, is that I bought this freeze dryer, and I put a post on Facebook, and I noticed in this big city where I live in Southern California, people have avocado trees, oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, lemons, limes, all kinds of different stuff, and everything's just sitting on the ground rotting. So me and my special needs daughter put a post up there and said, hey, if you're willing to allow us to come to your property and pick all your oranges, what we will do is, in exchange, is we'll freeze dry the juice, and you can do the peels as well. There's absolutely no waste. And we'll give you some fruit powder. And basically you got electrolytes from the lemons, basically a lemon shelf-stable lemon powder that'll last 25 years in a Mylar bag or in a canning jar. And you could use it to make, like, for instance, what we do is we get bubbly water, carbonated water, and you add a little drop of this lemon, lime, strawberry powder, whatever you want, watermelon. And you can add in some also coconut water, which can be freeze-dried and has natural electrolytes and magnesium and potassium and stuff. And you can literally just make one ingredient, no floating agents, no preservatives, all natural, and you can save this for up to 25 years. So we're essentially getting free product from a bunch of people who don't see the value in their fruit trees and things going on. But this is huge, because this means we can feed people, we can help people, we can help ourselves. There's free food all over the planet, I think. I could even, what I'm doing now is making freeze drying chicken, which I'm doing tomorrow, and I'm going to grind this into a powder and make chicken flour. So it's dehydrated chicken meat that you can add butter, some yogurts, eggs, and you can bake it and literally make a loaf of bread that doesn't spike blood sugar if you're type 2 diabetic or trying to lose weight, you're paleo, I don't know, carnivore or keto. And this is powerful. So people who have fish, beef, bison, deer, elk, the hunters, the fishermen, the cattle people, I can go and bring them a bunch of powders, fruit powders, meat powders. I mean, it's endless of what I can do with this freeze dryer. And at least the much more powerful stuff too. So I'm getting free meat, free vegetables, free. I called a couple farmers markets too, some people who do the markets on the weekends, and I know they have a bunch of spoiling stuff that they don't sell. And instead of throwing it in the compost, like kale, arugula, cilantro, and things like that, I told them same thing. Give me crates of this stuff. I'll freeze dry it. In exchange, I'll give you some baggies of it. So we have herbs and all kinds of things happening now. But the thing that occurred to me, going back on you have to do everything yourself, is that my line of life engineering for freedom means that I'm 50 years old. Let's just say I only have 25 more years. I'm going to die when I'm 75, right? I can literally probably spend not even a year, but let's just say call it a year, freeze drying a bunch of meats and vegetables and herbs and spices and whatever have you, and probably have enough food for the next 25 years of my life. Whether inflation, the price of food goes up or what, does not bother me. Most of this food I can get for free or for barter. And you're probably wondering, does it taste good? I don't know. A lot of people say burger tastes like burger. Like it's actually delicious. It's not like an MRE, military food. It's actually really, really good. So the point being that one person can produce a shit ton of their own food through like my gardening system, between the freeze drying, between the dry canning, which I haven't even talked about yet. There's so much that you can do. Food is out. I spoke about electricity on here, about energy, about using parabolic lenses. Now I haven't built this thing yet, but I have it all engineered in my mind. Right now I have a whole entire solar system that I invested in. So I have electricity for the next 20 years of my life, at least, completely paid for. I could be set up anywhere. So engineering for power, like electricity done, living in a place like Oregon Coast, Washington, or Florida, or South Carolina, tons of rain, water's not an issue. Wood for energy is not really an issue. Clothing's not really an issue. I mean, I can find clothing out of a dumpster if I wanted to, right? We're finding rich people's polo shirts and stuff at thrift stores for like $4 or $5. Clothing's not a problem. Heating ourselves is not a problem with a rocket mass stove. I've never talked about that, I don't think, with people, which I have a rocket mass stove to actually cook with. We've covered all bases. The only thing we need is a little bit of money for, say, a cell phone, tires every once in a while, some gasoline, diapers in my case because I have a special needs kid. But I wouldn't really need a lot. I mean, you can literally live life on a peaceful, complete and entire 100% freedom way. And I mentioned the diabetes in the garden because I have no way to produce an income where I can do it with my special needs 18-year-old daughter by my side. I'm a roofing contractor by trade, so I can make money doing that, but I can't do this forever with my daughter. So I'm trying to find a way to make money, and I thought that completely getting type 2 diabetes remission, like I have to say remission, I think you guys know, dude, I could eat pizza. I ate fucking raw honey from the Indian reservation that I purchased a few years ago, proving that I can help people with diabetes and nobody cares. Nobody wants to take it. I'm fine with that. I proved how you can grow your own food. Tons of it. One person. You can be handicapped and still grow your own food. And you save the planet, build soil, and you hurt absolutely nothing. Literally, I've engineered a system that we don't even kill ants or slugs. The only thing that you'd have to kill is things like aphids, grasshoppers. I really never had a huge problem with them. There's netting you can put up, but like aphids, cabbage moths, basically any kind of small flying insect, and rats. Rats could jump from crouch down into space up to 4 feet, and they'd jump up and they'd eat all my tomatoes and stuff like that. So I'd have to set out rat traps. But even that, I think I could figure out a way around it. But birds, possums, centipedes, ants, snails, slugs, nothing gets hurt. It's in complete harmony with nature. In fact, nature lived in my garden. And it's such a fucking beautiful thing to have accomplished. Beating type 2 diabetes is an awesome fucking thing. Like, this just happened to me in the past couple months. I'm like free. I can eat whatever I want. I'm not going to go eating shit food all the time. But nobody wants any of that. And the things I speak to you on living a life of freedom, to be an unconventionalist, I think I want to teach people to live, to be unconventionalists. I think I want to teach people how to live free. I'm going to do it anyways. I would love to do a whiteboard to show you guys what I'm doing, because if I just, even if, God, I love living in the city. Even if I just whiteboarded and showed you guys, somebody with intelligence, and I've done this before, I just spoke to people and just told them what I would do at farmers and stuff, permaculture. I just walked to their farm and told them, here's exactly what I would do on your farm. Here's what I would do different. And they were like, when do you want to live with me? Like, get over here. I'll pay for you to be here. I forgot what my fucking point was. That I guess teaching people, I can whiteboard everything and show you guys exactly what I propose to do, what I'm doing. I would love to make a small income. I already know that a lot of people aren't going to live the unconventional life that I live. Pallet walls and stuff. You don't have to. But I can literally prove to you how to live with full freedom in your life. Just ask me and I'll show you. Let me know if you're interested. Unconventionalists.